Tonight we report on a fire that destroyed a home near Royal City, and we take a look at the Moses Lake School District proposed bond levy. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Moses Lake girls basketball has its 11-game win streak snapped, and Nick Capallo scores 30 in Soap Lake's win over White Swan. Here's a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, more cloud cover around our area, but we're expecting precipitation for the second half of the work week. I will have all the details for you in just a bit.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
A fire destroyed a home, injured an elderly man, and killed his pet near Royal City on Monday evening. Grant County Fire Districts 10 and 11 responded to a single-wide mobile home engulfed in fire near the intersection of Road 12 Southwest and Road B.2 Southwest. The homeowner received burns while trying to save his dog, according to District 10 Chief Brian Evans at the scene. The man was taken to Samaritan Hospital for treatment, and his condition was unknown. Evans said the dog was still unaccounted for. The cause of the fire remains unknown, and it is under investigation by the Grant County Fire Marshal's Office. A fundraising drive has been started to pay for a flagpole to be installed in Soap Lake as part of its downtown revitalization project. Reporter Jeff Chu has that story.
The City of Soap Lake and its Downtown Steering Committee have opened a fundraising drive to raise $6,000 for a new downtown flagpole. Trudy Black, Downtown Steering Committee Chairwoman, said $1,200 has been raised from donors so far. The money raised goes toward a 50-foot tall pole with an interior lanyard, which means there won't be any line outside the pole. The pole is planned to be erected on a crossing island on the high point of East Main Avenue near Soap Lake Library. As planned, a solar-powered light would illuminate the flag at night. The flagpole will replace the existing flagpole north of the library on the hill overlooking the lake. Black said donations could be made to the City of Soap Lake at 239 2nd Avenue Southeast. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
Moses Lake police reportedly had to use pepper spray and a taser to subdue a man who was standing in traffic. Prosecutors charged Joshua Garrity, a 22-year-old Moses Lake man, in Grant County Superior Court with 2 counts of assault, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. Police initially responded to a report of a man standing in the intersection of Pioneer Way and 5th Avenue, creating a traffic problem. When the first officer approached Garrity, he allegedly pushed the officer. The second officer allegedly joined the struggle. One of the officers sprayed Garrity in the face with pepper spray, and he was reportedly unaffected. The struggle continued as Garrity reportedly almost forced both officers off of him. One of the officers used a taser to subdue him. A suspected drunk driver allegedly fell asleep in his car in the Moses Lake Taco Bell drive-thru late Friday night. An employee at the restaurant on North Stratford Road called police after Christopher Cooper, a 34-year-old Moses Lake man, was allegedly sleeping in his 2002 Mercedes sedan. Officers contacted Cooper as he was pulling onto Stratford Road. He reportedly had a strong odor of intoxicants. When Cooper got out of his car, a loaded firearm was allegedly found in a holster in the driver's side door. Cooper was arrested for DUI, driving with his license suspended, and unlawful possession of a firearm due to a domestic violence conviction. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
Short break. We'll be right back.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
There's something new and exciting happening right now at your nearest Toyota dealer. It's the arrival of the all-new 2014 Corolla, now featuring a new stylish exterior, plus a premium interior loaded with technology, including Toyota's N-Tune multimedia system with navigation. Corolla has definitely evolved. The best part is, right now you could take advantage of special introductory savings. The new 2014 Corolla, available at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hello everyone, this is Chastelyn Rodriguez from your One News Weather Center, brought to you by Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Gray skies continue around our area, and winds from the north will make it feel much colder overnight in the lower 20s. Areas of fog will continue overnight. However, visibility will be improving by Wednesday afternoon. Increasing temperatures by Friday. We're expecting temperatures to hit the 40-degree mark. In the meantime, let's take a look at the almanac within the past 24 hours. Maximum temperatures in the lower 30s. Around the average for this time of year, the average should be around the mid-30s. And the record high of 55 degrees in 2014, the low in the lower 30s. Let's take a look at the almanac for Moses Lake. Maximum temperatures around the normal for this time of year, in the lower 30s, and the low in the lower 30s as well, so not much difference there. Record low of 2 degrees in 1997, sun setting around 4:32 p.m. Right now outside your door, our current temperatures in the lower 30s, mostly cloudy skies, and due to those winds coming in from the north, those temperatures overnight will feel much colder in the lower 20s. Mostly cloudy skies. However, visibility will be improving by Wednesday through the evening hours. We're expecting mostly sunny skies, and then a system approaching our state by Thursday, bringing us a chance of heavy rainfall along the coastal area, some mountain snow. The system extending towards our Columbia Basin, extending towards the inland northwest, bringing a wintry mix, and we may get some wintry mix overnight, Thursday overnight into Friday. In the meantime, let's take a look at those temperatures towards the coastal area, from the mid 40s to the lower 50s, partly to mostly cloudy skies in the Yakima Valley in the lower 40s, and towards the inland northwest, those temperatures from the lower 30s to the mid 30s, mostly cloudy towards the northern parts, and more towards our Columbia Basin, mostly cloudy skies, especially towards the west. However, visibility as well as conditions will be improving through the evening hours. We're expecting mostly sunny skies by Wednesday afternoon into the evening hours. Maximum temperatures ranging from the lower 30s to the upper 30s. Mid 30s for Bridgeport with mostly cloudy skies, and towards Alfreda in the upper 30s. Let's take a look at the extended forecast for the week. For Wednesday, cloudy, and through the evening hours, mostly sunny skies. Maximum temperatures above the normal for this time of year in the upper 30s. And on Thursday, we may expect some wintry mix overnight, drier conditions by Friday, and more precipitation for the weekend. We'll be right back with sports.
You don't need me to tell you that 4 and all-wheel drive time is on its way. But maybe you didn't know your local Toyota dealers are gearing up for the season with special savings on our top-selling 4 and all-wheel drive models. From tough Tundra trucks to our best-selling CUV RAV4 or Benza, the perfect blend of all-wheel drive with safety and style. Plus many others. The bottom line is exceptional 4 or all-wheel drive savings just in time for winter. For full details on these and other savings, visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
When you find out about the DQ $5 lunch, all this food for only $5, you gotta tell people about it. So I situated nice. Frosty drink next to this juicy grilled burger and fries. Get my Sunday, boom. I just dropped a $5 lunchogram on all my friends. Get ready for a little $5 envy.
Michael, we like your style. The $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Four players scored in double figures in Moses Lake Crest Sunnyside, 81-45 on the hardwood. The Chiefs had control from the get-go, up 31-7 at the end of the first quarter. Moses Lake led 59-21 at the break. The Grizzlies edged the Chiefs 24-22 in the second half of action, but were really never in the game. Cesar Sandoval led the Moses Lake attack with 15 points. Isaiah Thomas added 13, Mitch Holman had 12, and Derek Martinez finished with 11. The Chiefs shot a sizzling 66% from the field and 60% from beyond the arc. They also made 17 of 18 free throws in the contest. Moses Lake girls had their 11-game win streak snapped in a 57-54 loss to Sunnyside. Emily Maldonado knocked down a game-high 18 points, and the number 6 Grizzlies came back to upset the number 2 ranked Chiefs. Moses Lake jumped out to a 14-3 first quarter lead and was up 27-19 at the half. Sunnyside closed the gap to 45-40 heading into the final 8 minutes of the game. The Chiefs went ice cold in the fourth, posting 9 points on the board to Sunnyside 17. The Grizzlies moved to 4-0 with the win and take a 1-game lead over the Chiefs in the Big 9 standings. Nick Capallo hit for 30 points, and Soap Lake picked up a 56-45 road win at White Swan. It was a back-and-forth contest that had the Eagles up 27-24 at intermission. Soap Lake stretched its lead to 41-33 and then held off a late Cougar charge to win it. The Lady Eagles dropped a 74-25 contest to White Swan to fall to 0-3 in Central Washington 2B South Conference play. Warden boys basketball split games with Kittitas and Mapton over the weekend. The Cougars and Coyotes went toe-to-toe on the hardwood in Warden. This one was a real Donnybrook that wasn't decided until the final seconds ticked off the clock. Kittitas took a 21-15 lead into the locker room at the half. Warden opened up second half play with a 15-4 run to go up top 30-25 heading into the final 8 minutes. The Coyotes' Brian Arnold drained three free throws with 6 seconds to go to get Kittitas within a bucket 46-44, but Warden was able to hold on for the win. The Cougars dropped a 56-50 game to Mapton Saturday to fall to 2-1 in league play. The tickets for the NFC Championship game between the Seahawks and Packers went on sale this morning. The Hawks announced roughly 1,200 tickets would be sold to the general public. Some fans camped out overnight waiting for the opportunity to see the Hawks pull off a return trip to the Super Bowl. The team also held a lottery for Hawks fans on the season ticket wait list who chose to avoid frostbite. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about the proposed bond levy to build a second high school in Moses Lake. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
Moses Lake High School was designed to house 1,600 students. According to the district's numbers, nearly 2,400 students are enrolled in attending class this year. The Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction ranked it as the second largest high school population in the state. The district is hoping voters will approve a new bond that would help alleviate the problem of overcrowding and obsolete infrastructure. The new bond would give the district $98 million. It would allow for the construction of a new high school in Moses Lake, which would open in the 2019-2020 school year. It would also give the district space for an additional 1,600 students. Moses Lake High School would get a needed facelift for the first time in nearly 20 years. Classrooms, labs, and common areas would be upgraded, along with making climate control, restrooms, and parking more efficient. Security would be improved, as well as the building itself, with a new roof and technology infrastructure like wireless networking. The bond will span 20 years, and property taxes will go up. On $100,000 of property, the monthly bill will increase about $8.50. Taxpayers currently pay about $46 a month on the existing bond from 2007. They would pay about $55 per month if the new bond is approved. Superintendent Michelle Price said the planning for the bond was a comprehensive process.
Both committees, the one back from 2010 and then the one here that's been working the last several months getting preparation for what should be on a bond, they looked at all options. You know, should we add on to Moses Lake High School? Should we remodel and, you know, put some more portables out there? Should we put a freshman campus on property behind the high school that we own? Should we, you know, rent more space and just live with it? Or should we really just go to the year-round model? And that does allow us to serve 25% more students in our existing facilities, but it has some huge implications for our community. So that committee looked at all of the different options, surveyed our community, and the results back from that was that our community valued a four-year high school, 9th through 12th grade, and over 60% of the respondents said it is time for another high school.
Principal Joshua Meeks said that while the district's gotten creative with finding current solutions like adding more portable classrooms, a long-term solution is needed for the students who'll be coming to high school in a few years' time.
I'll often have conversations with people who will talk about, you know, well, couldn't we just do this? Like, couldn't we just add a second story to this building, or couldn't we just add a few classrooms out in the back? And those may seem like really doable solutions for the current, today's reality, but they really aren't thinking, you know, 20 years into the future of is that even feasible to really solve it? And so that's what this, you know, this bond initiative and is really intended to do, is to think that way and to think out into the long-term future rather than, you know, just solving today's immediate needs.
Current students say that while they won't benefit from the new high school, the bond is a good investment for the future of Moses Lake.
I think it would, for the further students coming up, it would be a huge impact on their education and how well they can learn and manage themselves in this district.
It would definitely space everyone out, so it would create a better learning environment, much like the middle school at Chief Mo. I feel like everything is spread out and it's nice and even. And so if you vote yes, you could make all of our lives here at the high school a lot easier.
The fate of the bond will be decided on February 10th. In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for iFiber1 News.
And we'll be right back after this.
Are your kids rough on your furniture? Things looking a little run down? Then come to More Furniture in Ephrata and we can help get things back in order. We have all the top name brands made with strong quality support, including Sealy Posturepedic mattresses, because whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. The next time your furniture is in need of some replacing, stop into More Furniture in Ephrata, locally owned and trusted for over 100 years.
Attention business owners. The deadline is fast approaching to advertise in the 2015 edition of the Moses Lake Local Book. Don't be the only business left out. In print or online, it's the best way to reach your customer when they're ready to buy. Call today to place your ad by calling 877-738-9829 or by visiting us online at www.statewideyp.com. The Moses Lake Local Book Telephone Directory. Simply the best advertising.
Welcome back. Moses Lake's Tom Dent was sworn in as the state representative for the 13th District on Monday. Dent was selected as the assistant ranking member on the House Agriculture and Natural Resources Committee and appointed to the House Appropriations and Early Learning and Human Services Committees. Dent said he felt humbled and honored to have the opportunity to serve the people in the 13th District and that he looks forward to serving. Dent stated two priorities are managing and preserving water and water rights in the 13th District, as well as protecting private property rights. Columbia Coal Store is under new ownership. The Moses Lake-based company announced Monday that it was purchased by California-based Lineage Logistics on January 9th. Financial terms of the transaction were not disclosed. The acquisition allows Lineage to expand its presence in the Pacific Northwest to 11 locations. Columbia Coal Store has more than 52 million cubic feet of temperature-controlled storage capacity, making them the 11th largest company of its kind in North America. Founded in 1983 by President Don McGraw, Columbia Coal Store serves Eastern Washington's agricultural base by offering cold storage for processed potatoes, other vegetables, and fruits. McGraw will remain active in the combined company as an investor and advisor. The Columbia Basin Development League has a new chairman, vice chairman, and executive officers. Orman Johnson, a longtime farmer from Connell, was elected chairman, and Kevin Lyle was elected vice chair. Clark Cagle of Odessa was elected to the executive committee, along with Heath Gimstad of Moses Lake, Alice Parker of Royal City, and Dale Pomeroy of Warden. Adams County Commissioner Roger Hartwig was newly elected to the Board of Trustees. Board members who were re-elected include Mark Booker of Othello, Mike LaPlante and John Moody of Ephrata, and David Stevens of Wilson Creek. The Columbia Basin Development League was created in 1964 to support the Federal Bureau of Reclamation's Columbia Basin Project. It promotes the orderly extension of irrigation infrastructure to eligible lands within the project. In Northwest news, firefighters rescued a 16-year-old boy who was trapped in mud for 5 hours in Pierce County. Officials say the boy was at a skate park Monday when he tried to cross a muddy creek. When he stepped in, he sunk in the mud all the way up to his thigh. Crews ran a water line alongside the boy's leg to create enough pressure to free him. The teen was not hurt. An old dog has learned some new tricks in Seattle. She rides the bus by herself. KOMO's Lindsay Cohen tags along for the rush hour ride.
Of the tens of thousands of riders Metro Transit moves each day, few are greeted by a smile when they slobber on the seats.
She sits here just like a person does. She's a person, and all the bus drivers know her.
Meet Eclipse, a Black Lab Bull Mastiff mix who, like human riders, uses Seattle's buses to get around. She often roams the aisles of the D line looking for a seat and will hop up next to a stranger, which makes perfect sense for a dog who rides the bus alone.
She gets on and off by herself. She was most concerned just about being able to see out the window.
It was almost unbelievable to local DJ Miles Montgomery.
And I thought, man, oh man, this is nuts.
He snapped a selfie with the dog after seeing her solo ride firsthand.
So the dog gets off at the stop at the dog park and gets off the bus. And I just look out the window and I'm like, did that just happen?
This dog didn't start out riding the bus alone by herself. Like most great things in this world, it happened on accident.
She's been urbanized, totally. She's a bus riding, sidewalk walking dog.
The dog actually belongs to owner Jeff Young, who says it started with constant trips together to the dog park in Belltown. Before getting on the bus by their apartment, Jeff would stop to smoke. If the bus was there before he was done, Eclipse would take off without him.
We get separated. She gets on the bus without me, and I catch up with her at the dog park.
A dog amidst humans, a canine among commuters, proving even public transit apparently has gone to the dog.
She makes everybody happy. Like, how can you not love this face?
Bye.
Storing stuff in those bags.
In Seattle, Lindsay Cohen, KOMO 4 News.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.